Welcome to another unboxing video, this time of Valom's Handley Page Sparrow in 1/72 scale. It was originally designed as a transporter back in 1935, and it was the idea was to build a more powerful monoplane transport, which was also modernised, and ironically, the competitor to this thing was the Bristol Bombay, which, just for comparison quickly, there's the Sparrow, so high wing, twin tail, high wing, strutted landing gear, radio engines, cockpit right next to the nose. There's the Bombay again. High wing, radio engines, strutted landing gear, twin tail fins. You couldn't get two more identical planes, could you? From two different competitors. Instructions say they are in direct competition, but also I've seen that they were for two different specifications. Yeah, so make that as you will. We'll do this in the usual manner of unboxing. So we'll look around the outside of the box, look at the instructions, and then the actual sprues themselves. So outside the box, so we've got a nice artwork of the Sparrow flying in over the cliffs of Dover. Valom's mark in the bottom, Sparrow. It's also called the Harrow, this thing, but I think the Harrow, there was a difference between the Harrow and the Sparrow, and it was the nose, I believe. When it came around the nose, that's when it swapped to Sparrow. On the edge, and the Sparrow again, the kit number. Made in Czech Republic, recycling information, the barcode. You need to know what the barcode is. Side view with the small picture of the artwork again. On focus again. Sparrow Valom. Valom's own website with instructions, which I think this is just. There we go, that's focused better now. It contains plastic model, resin parts, photo etch parts, and a decal sheet. 2 language instructions, glue and paint are not included, like most kits ever. Resin and photo etch, lovely, super glue required. Just to make sure you know it's the Sparrow again. And this side, no different. Alright, let's open that up and see what we got. We got the instruction sheet, got today 4 bits of paper, and all the sprues in the bag, and a couple of extra little baggies as well for the extra bits. Right, let's have a quick jump cut to the instructions. And the aforementioned instructions. So there's a bit of history about the Sparrow, skill in, pause it if you want to read it. Had a nose total with 1 machine gun in it. Ooh, deadly. Right, so, yep. So, open it up. So, I'm going to take the instructions apart. I think I'll do this with the Bombay as well, because the first thing you have is the paint guide. In the typical, I say the typical, but this is actually early war camouflage schemes, despite, well, the early camouflage of dark earth, dark green, and sky underneath. So, paint guide, I paused it then just for coughing, and I forgot to click unpause again. So you've got the paint guide, dark earth, dark green on top with sky underneath. Just say, if anybody knows, I'm a little bit curious because we've got the dark earth, dark green with the D-Day stripes, but I know the fighters were all grey and green, and grey underside. Bombers were brown and green with black underside. Both the transport got sky underside. So if anybody knows, please let me know. I'm curious. I imagine sky probably because of daytime, but I suppose the bomber's nighttime, but yeah, if anybody knows why brown and green and grey and green, yeah, let me know. So we might as well do the paint scheme first. It's right here. So I mentioned, yep, good old brown and green. And we get Sparrow EU K6994. The D-Day stripes, which are their painted D-Day stripes. Those are paint markers, because they give you letters for all the paints and conveniently tells you which ones they are. All the decals are marked out with a triangle, so that's nice and handy. And the other decal option is just plain old, no markings on the side beyond its serial number K6937. So, okie dokie. So next bit, the actual instructions themselves. That bit of instructions out of the way. So we've got parts guide with the numbers on the side of them. So fuselage, wings, outside the wings, and some of the interior bits. Yeah, there's the aforementioned machine guns. We've also got the decals, photo etch, film. Yay! It works. It works sometimes. Camera decided not to focus. Resin parts, so that looks like the seats are resin. Have a look at the parts in the minute, but I think that's resin. The two radio engines. The cockpit, not the cockpit, that's the canopy. And this must be all the turrets. That must be the nose cone and the turrets. Which, as this is a transport variant, doesn't need. Instruction time. R3, look at that. The resin parts of the seats. That's fine. So build the seats first, the cockpit, control column, steering wheel, rudder pedals, the instrument panel, and oh yay, all the individual levers, engine, pitch. Why is it showing 4 when it's a 2 engine? That's rather curious thing. Next, assembly of the cockpit itself. Plus, I'm guessing that must be the radio operator's seat. And that's pretty much it. You can have the front door open. Though, as this is solid nose, I don't see necessarily the point for having the door open on this one. Unlike the Bombay. I think if I recall, I had a quick look in the instructions before, and I think that's it for the detail on the inside. Yes, it is. So, because there's a transport variant, you've got to cut out all these windows. I'm assuming this is in millimeters, but I've got to figure out what 3, 3, 9, 7, 12, 10, etc, etc. You can review all that. But yeah, basically got to cut out all the space in the windows, and the sprue and the side of the fuselage, not sprue, the fuselage does not have indentations to tell you where to cut. So literally all these markings have to be provided to get them cut out properly, which is going to be fun. Definitely not looking forward to that bit because you mess up and then body filler time. Assembly of the fuselage. So we got the doors, the windows, put all the extra windows in. Main spar going across for the wings. The rounded nose cone. There's the cockpit detail. Sorry, you assemble the fuselage first, and then here's the interior of the cockpit. And I'm not making that up because it literally goes 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's definitely the right order according to the instructions. Sorry. Ooh, voice going a bit weird there. So I'm thinking that's supposed to be 3, 4, then 5. So yeah, put the cockpit in. I'm not missing it a bit, am I? No, because that was assembly of the cockpit. Yeah, that's in the wrong order. Lovely. Wonder if that's because of that's moved that across. I don't know. Let's read the instructions first and then realise something's in the wrong place. Engine cowlings, plus the resin engines, and backplate. Yeah, very nice. All the letters again referencing what paints you're going to need. So I imagine most of it will be either silver or black for the engine itself. Next, assembly of the tail fin. The tail surfaces, so you've got the ailerons and the upper and lower side of the rudders. Unlike the bombays, which was just a single piece which you just slotted over, or slotted through the tail, the ailerons. This one's actually built in 2 pieces. And the tail wheel is in 2 pieces as well. I would probably question why, but probably for detail reasons. Next, putting the wings on, the engines, cockpit. That goes over this little doodah here, which I would believe that would be for the top turret. So it just covers it up, which would probably explain that little lump just there. Again, we've got assembly of the engine, plus then you assemble engine onto the wings, and then you put the engine onto the wing. Yeah, okay. By looking too much into this. Undergear struts, and conveniently it does show a semi-assembled. It's only got like a couple of struts on it, so shouldn't be too bad putting those on. Racing wires. Or wire, singular. Rather odd place to put that. There's the view of the cockpit. As I say, a bit odd that's there and not with the cockpit section, but so you fully make the interior, fully make the plane, and then here's the inside of the cockpit. Okay. All the little extra doodahs, all the little control, all the hinges and stuff for the control surfaces to work. So, okie dokie, instructions are a bit, well, I've definitely seen better instructions. Right, a small jump cut, and then we'll get the, jump cut as we get the sprues out. And the sprues. So, see the resin parts, clear plastic. I wonder if that's as clear as the Bombay ones. Yep, too blurry, too unfocused. So it's a long plane, this thing. Zoom out to kind of like represent. See, try and make it out there. It's bigger than the Bombay. And unlike the Bombay, the wings don't look damaged on this one. Yeah. Right, so detail doesn't look too bad even through the plastic here. Let's have a proper look. Let me open up the bag and small jump cut, open up the bag and I'll get all the sprues out. Yeah, so got the sprues out and let's put some of this stuff out of the way. Weirdly, I've got 2 sets of these, which are the side windows. I don't know if it's... No, there's definitely 2 sets of 2 in there, so... Yeah, that's a bit odd. I've got the side windows, which look like they're actually of a clear resin, not clear plastic. That's going to be even more fun. A challenging model, this one, definitely for the expert builders. Let's have a look at the clear plastic. So we got that here, and I would say that's about as clear as most of the other clear plastics. As in, not very. So not too bad. I'll leave it in the baggie there, so it's out of the way. Same with the resin stuff. Save me getting resin dust all over myself. And resin dust with the release agents and stuff. So yep, got the navigator seat and pilot seat, and you're not focusing. There we go. Engines, yeah, you can make them out quite well. So not under the recycling information. Really, you got one down and one face up, one face down. Yeah, it seems they see both sides at the same time. Detail on them is actually not too bad. I'm just trying to get a good angle on these. There you go. Yeah, you can see the detail's not too bad on them. You can see like some of the handle on the side of the seat there. So yeah, not quite nice detail on the engines. Decals, a lot of decals with this thing. Don't know whether some people see that as a benefit or pain. Nose art there. Of what are you saying? Mersey boats. Uber Deutschland. Okay, Mersey boats are Uber Deutschland. Does say Uber there. I am not making that up. It says Uber. There's your film. And on the back is the photo etch. Let's try and get the recycling guy not in. There we go. So you can see the photo etch upside down and right around. That's not too bad. The radio compass. Somebody kindly corrected me what the ringed rings are. I mistakenly called it a radar. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't remember what it was called. Radar compass. Thank you to the person that let me know what that was called. Right. Some loose bits. No point for guessing what those are for. That's the real covers. And what are you? That looks like something to do with the cockpit and seat. Yeah, it looks like something to do with the cockpit. Alright, let's have a look at the actual sprues themselves. Start with ring, wing, and tail surfaces. That's the nose cone. So fabric covering, so you can make out all the ribs nicely. Despite it being fabric covered, there's panel lines. I'm not making that up. There is a panel line right there, and the raised struts of the wings. Interesting. Control surfaces do look quite nice though. Alright, rudder. That's the instrument panel again. Back of the engines even. Ah, the little tail wheel. ×2. Guessing that's for the bomber variant. And we've got the tail surfaces, and say the nose cone, and engine exhaust, air intake. Ah, good old pitot tube. No, I'm mistaken, that's not the pitot tube. That's the control column. So they put the steering wheel on. Again, somebody's going to tell me off, not steering wheel, but you know what I'm on about. Main strut bar. Right, next sprue. Right, get you out the way. Next one. Wings again, plus most of the stuff which isn't going to be included. So we've got some of the, I think that's the control surface. It goes on the control surface. Control rods, I think. Guessing these bits are for the turrets, not included on this variant. Air horn? I've never. Pitot tube? I'm not quite sure what those things are. I think that's the early, like, peat-hole tubes. So again, somebody's going to correct me on that one. You get them on. It's on the side of the Blenheim, I remember that, and the side of the Wellington, which I'm guessing is why they're going with the peat-holes on that. Cowlings, propellers. Not too badly detailed. There's the door with a tiny bit of detail on it. Or the main panel, or the bulkhead with the door for the door, and the door in question. That's plastic seats. Huh, comes with plastic and resin seats. The other side of the door. I'm making a note, that's got no detail. And ejector pin marks, conveniently in the places where you're not going to see them again. But yeah, there's no detail on the door. Ejector pin marks again in places you're not going to see them. Now this seems a bit raised, it might catch that one. Let me try and put the wing together. Typical Valom style, no locator studs. So yeah, definitely for the more experienced builders, this one. Bit for the rear landing gear. Alright, so right. The surface is not too bad again. Right, last sprue. And good old fuselage, which I've got to zoom out for, because this thing's a big plane. About as big as, off the top of rough guesstimate, it's about as big as a Whitley, or definitely longer than a Wellington, it looks like. So yeah, those are made up, those planes. It's a bit of a size scale for you. Right, so the sides of fuselage, again, all the right nice raised panel lines again. Yeah, I'm still in focus. So yeah, nice raised panel lines. I'm not going to have to cut out the main spar. I'm going to have to file it out a little bit though, but not going to have to cut it out unlike the Bombay. Most of it's not too bad. Okay, just studs on a kit that doesn't use them. Yeah, interesting. The main wheels, which aren't weighted, that's unfortunate, so just build it, and then if you want to weight them down, just file it away a little bit. Euro fuselage. So the fuselage, which is same again. Yeah. Rear door, very nice. And the top parts. Guess that's for the turret, so there's an indent for the turret. And non-turret. Doesn't have that much detail, I don't know. Both of those look quite faint on the details. Probably is correct, but I don't think any of these planes actually exist to compare against, so a bit unfortunate. And some interior bits. So and the inside. Absolutely nothing. No detail whatsoever, and again, what I was saying earlier is, yeah, there is nothing on the inside for those extra windows to put in. So you do have to measure, cut, measure, realise you messed up, start again, measure and cut again. Yep, and the cockpit side. No detail. So unlike the Bombay, which actually had quite a bit of detail for the cockpit, the Sparrow / Arrow has got nothing in there. It's purely whatever you decide to add from the resin, from, well, hand built or photo etch. A bit of a shame. So, but it's like, if the entire side of this is supposed to be a window, and it's the same on both sides, yeah, suppose the entire side is supposed to be windows. There's no interior whatsoever, so it might be worth trying to find. I'm guessing these were used for evacuations, medivacs and stuff, rather than, well, it could be kit. Don't know, I need to look up what these were used for on D-Day, but Could try and build an interior to represent what they carried. You know, say this, the plastic ain't that necessarily clear. Seems a bit clear. Also seems quite misty. Okay. Right. Put this away and quick afterthoughts. There you go, another jump cut. So, it looks like a nice kit. Also looks like it's going to be a bit of a pain to make. Not a lot of detail on the inside, which, again, bit of a shame on that. But it looks like generally going to be a nice kit. Definitely going to be one of those longer projects, not a weekend build, scratch build job. But yeah, hopefully we'll make this. Probably do it roughly the same time I make this one, the Bombay. But probably not at the same time, because no doubt I may get the two mixed up. Yeah, nice plane. Definitely fully advanced builders, this one. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe for more of this, and comment what you think about the Sparrow. And if you've already made this, any traps to look out for. Okay, thanks, bye.